So our next topic will be exceptions to the rule, no consideration, no contract. Okay, so this topic is important from examination point of it. I have seen many a times, the university people asking this for section B. Okay, what are the exceptions to the rule, no consideration, no contract? So all these, while like I explained for you all in the previous topic that if there is no consideration, there is no contract. So even if it is not adequate, even if it is of less value, if it's not equal, still there should be some payment which is made in a contract to call a contract a valid contract. But there are few contracts which is considered as a valid contract even without the support of consideration. Okay, I repeat, there are few contracts which is accepted by the court of law even if it is not supported completely by consideration. So we are going to see those only under this particular topic, exceptions to the rule, no consideration, no contract. So the first exception is an agreement which is made out of natural love and affection. Okay, an agreement that which is made out of natural love and affection. So a simple example that you can take is uh, properties which are made over to you by your parents. Yeah, so a father makes over all his properties to his children, and those children will make over their properties to their children. So like this, contracts which are entered into on the basis of love and affection. Okay, so now if your father is making over all the property to you, are you making any payment in return? Are you going to give any compensation in return? Nothing, right? So that is what is a contract of natural love and affection. But supposing if your father does not make over those properties, you can always claim that property by filing a case, yes or no. So that is what is a valid contract here. Okay, so you have all the rights over your father's property by not even paying one pie for the property. Okay, he's supposed to make over the property to you. If he doesn't make over, or rather earlier it was in India, it was there, like the properties will be made over to the sons and not to the daughter. But now there's a rule, the court of law has brought a rule that the property is to be equally shared with the daughter and the son, isn't it? So if the father doesn't give you the property as daughters, you still have the right to claim the property having not paid a single pie as a compensation. So that is what is an agreement which is made of natural love and affection. Next one is past voluntary service. So if somebody has rendered a voluntary service in the past, and if you want to compensate for that voluntary is something which is done on their own will and wish, not expecting for a compensation. Okay, but still if you are willing to pay a compensation for that, it is considered as a valid consideration. I'll give you an example here. So one Mr. A, okay, writes to B stating that, see, out of your own risking your own life, you saved my life from a serious motor accident, okay, for which I want to pay you a compensation. So what is the example all about? So A saved the life of B, okay, from a serious motor accident out of his own will and wish, voluntarily. So here B says, I want to make a payment for you. Supposing B does not make that payment, A can always claim that payment, even though the service which was rendered was voluntary, and voluntarily this person came in to make the payment to him because he saved his life. If he doesn't pay, then he can always claim for compensation. So that's what is called as past voluntary service. Next one is time barred debt. Now we know what is a time barred debt. Okay, so you would have all heard of something called as bad debts. Bad debts are all something which is to do with a time barred debt. Okay, so when will a debt become a bad debt? When the person is not paid it for over a long period of time, and that because of the time limit, and that because of the barring of the time limit, it has become a bad debt. So that's what is called as a time barred debt. So it is understood that if a person has not made the payment and is not having the capacity to make the payment for a very long period of time, say for example A rendered some loan to B, and B has not paid back that loan from past 10 years, okay, even after claiming back the money by this person who lent the money again and again. Okay, so now that loan will become a time bar debt. Okay, it will become a bad debt for the one who for the creditor. Okay, because the other person has no capacity to make the payment, or rather even after claiming again and again, he has not made the payment. So now such kind of debts can also be, like, if that is supposing the one who avail the loan, okay, comes forward and says I will make the payment for the time bar debt, then it is considered as a valid contract. Like I told you, A lent the money, B availed the loan. Now B has not made the payment from past 10 years, but now he is coming forward and saying okay, then it has become a time bar debt, but now he is coming forward and saying that I will make some payment for that debt. Now it is considered as a valid consideration. Okay. Next one is agency. So there's no need of any money that has to be paid for creating an agency. So that is again another exception. You can create an agency without making any payment. So that is another exception to the rule: no consideration, no contract. Completed gifts. Gifts, when it is given also, you need not make any payment, okay, in return, and it's considered as a valid contract. Say for example, you promise to one of the orphanage that you will make over your properties, okay, to the orphanage. Now that is a gift, okay, you become the donor and the orphanage becomes the donee, and you promise, enter into a contract. Now the orphanage need not make any payment, but supposing if you fail to make over the property to the orphanage, they can always claim the property. Okay, so like otherwise, any other examples, when a gift is given, you don't compensate anything back. It is still considered as a valid contract. Did you understand? So these are the exceptions to the rule: no consideration, no contract. Like I told you, it's important from examination point of it. Please see to it that you are not skipping, okay, for your examination. All right. Thank you.